All right, I just finished the 200 kilometer, 124 mile Rift first edition here with Gudberg from Lauf, who was kind of the man putting it together on your side, and you guys worked with GR Promotions, Cimarron, to run it for you.
Exactly.
Dude, I gotta say, like, that was a super tough race.
It was choppy.
But I think it gave me, you know, like, I've been here, so I've seen different parts of Iceland that you've shown us around, and I think for people who are the first time riding through all of that, it's going to give them a really good taste of Iceland, not just the terrain, but the weather.
Yeah.
It was
a good mix.
Yep.
Scenery, eyelids, like rain under the eyelids.
Right, yeah, a little bit of sideways rain coming in there. But you know what? It was not that bad. I mean, the lowest I saw on my computer was like 47 degrees, maybe 46, but then it got up to 70, which is like unheard of.
Unusual.
Yeah.
Also in the afternoon, like for Iceland, is weird.
I think you might have spoiled some people. For perfect first year, right?
Definitely,
like, yeah, it's like, well, this is what it's like every year, right?
Yeah, it'll be like this every year.
Awesome, man. What should people know about this race that maybe they don't? If they didn't come and do it this year and you want to get them, like, what's going to change, do you think, for 2020? I'm assuming it'll be back.
Definitely.
All right.
We'll be back. There will be like changes in like practicalities, maybe where aid stations are and what they're stocking and practical stuff. Course will change between years.
That's good. Keep it fresh.
Yeah. Well, we're keeping the same course, but like the course itself just changes because of weather.
Yeah, so you were saying that when you guys pre-rode it, some of the roads were a little smoother.
Yeah, they were super fast.
Yeah.
But today, slightly choppy.
All right. What were the times for the top finishers?
6:30.
Holy
6 hours 30. Colin Sturton first, then Ted King, and then a local inaugural.
Wow.
So that's fast, guys.
That's wicked fast. I think my time was around 11 hours. Now, granted, I was shooting some video and taking some pictures and stuff, but still, it was silly fast. Yeah. All right, now what was your finish time?
A little bit over 9, I think, 9:10, something like that.
Still a couple hours faster than me.
Yeah.
home turf advantage, I think.
Yeah, I've ridden it a few times. So.
All right, man, well, thanks so much for having us out, and we're going to show you a little bit of footage from around the race, and then we'll check back in here in just a second. So far, we've done about 1,900 feet of climbing, maybe not even a quarter into the race, but it was sunny a second ago. Now we got some sideways rain, so you can see that, and super windy, which means that eventually we'll have a killer tailwind, and the last 2/3 of the course really is kind of a steady downhill, so it shouldn't be too bad, but this is Iceland. So the reason this race is called the Rift is because Iceland sits on a geologic rift that is the split between two tectonic plates, one which North America sits on and one that Europe sits on. And so it was basically an island created by volcanic activity, which is why we see all this black dirt. We're basically riding on crushed volcanic lava, and it's amazing. It's gotten crushed down into roads, and these roads just kind of run out in the middle of the island and are open for exploration. They actually have street signs way out here in the middle of nowhere so that people can navigate by them. Of course, most of the vehicles here are all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive with some pretty big tires, and it's pretty rad. So another really cool thing about the Rift race is you're riding alongside these beautiful streams and rivers here, which is essentially glacier melt. So this is the same kind of gorgeous glacier spring water that you're paying $4 or $5 a bottle for in North America. And we can fill up our bottles for free here as long as it's clear. Fill up a bottle, safe to drink, which is nice because we're riding alongside this for quite a ways, so you don't have to fill up necessarily at the rest stops. You just kind of keep riding until your bottles are dry, stop wherever it's convenient, take in these amazing views, and then roll on. We just had to show how beautiful this place is when the sun is out. You got all this moss growing over the lava rock, so where the ground looks super lumpy, it's actually just this moss growing. It's like super fluffy. When you know, I mean, you don't want to trample it, but if you do walk on it, it's like walking on pillows. It's kind of crazy, but this is just the scenery when Iceland is sunny and beautiful. There's really nothing that I can show you or tell you about here on this video that's going to do any of this justice. It's just one of those places you have to come an experience on your own. I mean, look at this, we're riding down in a super low valley, albeit at about 2,500 feet of elevation, and just surrounded by these incredible mountains. A lot of it obviously formed by geologic activity and volcanic activity, as all mountains are, I suppose. But in the distance you can see glaciers, you see the rivers, the waterfalls. The ambient temperature today has been hovering right around 52, 53. I saw it get as low as 47 here on the Wahoo Rome. And with the rain, that made it kind of cold, but now that the rain stopped, thankfully, it's perfectly pleasant with, you know, a small windbreaker and a normal kit underneath. Iceland's funny like that. Like, packing for this trip was stressful because you don't know what to bring. I'd kind of suggest bringing a little bit of everything because you never know what the forecast says the night before. You might wake up to something totally different. And yeah, that's, again, just looking around, you're just in awe constantly. This is one of those races where even some of the hammerheads were stopping to take photos or video or just stop for a second and look around, which tells you something, because most of the time those people have their heads buried and they're just fighting for positions. Yeah, so on that note, let's head back and finish up our conversation with Gudberg on this event. All right, we're back, and I just wanted to talk to Gudberg about the bikes real quick, because I think the point of this, if I understand right, it's not just to showcase Iceland itself, but to showcase the terrain that the bikes that you guys make, you know, the Anywhere and
True Grit,
thank you,
and
the Great Gravel Fork, like why you made them the way you did.
Yeah, exactly. Today showed really nicely why we made it.
Yeah.
It's choppy, a lot of washboards, rough sections, also smooth and fast.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's definitely why we made it.
Right on. And like I say, like, I borrowed a bike from them, and it was one from your rental fleet, so it was like a low end build, just some basic SRAM GX or something, whatever, the Rival, I think.
Yeah, Rival one.
Yeah, you know, but you know, carbon handlebar at least.
Yeah.
And carbon posts, which helped a little bit, but you know, some pretty mid-level DT Swiss wheels, and zero problems. I did lose a chain once when I hit this one gnarly washboard section, super fast, like so fast it was blurry and I couldn't even see straight. But other than that, yeah, like the bike's styled for out here, and it makes a lot of sense now. Like when you get to ride it in these conditions, you really see. And like I say, like, I don't know if you guys had a massive rental fleet out here or people just brought their own Laufs, but I would venture to say more than half the people racing here today that I noticed were all riding your bike in Fork.
That is true, I think. I think we had 17 bikes ourselves. All right. And then the rest was just coming in from the US.
That's mostly. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, hey, congratulations on a great event. And
Thank you.
As much as I don't want to think about it right now, we'll probably see you next year.
Yeah.
All right.
Cheers.
Thanks for watching. If you guys like these videos, hit like, subscribe, and see you later.